No Rest for the Wicked. A short Halloween story by MrJoj and adapted for audio by ButterflyCoffee. As 4760 rested that night, the thoughts of the day's events played back in her mind. To her, while Kingdom did seem the sour sort, it didn't seem fair that the others would act as cruel as they did. Perhaps Kingdom just needed to be shown some kindness and he'd be a different engine, 4760 thought. With these hopeful thoughts dancing around her smoke box, she drifted off into sleep. Later next morning, 4760 was returning from Hackney Yards to fill up on water. As she idled, she could see the doors to the workshops were open. Curiosity overtook the little tank engine, and as she had time to spare, she rolled over the points and crept into the workshops. The sight that greeted her wasn't what she was expecting at all. There was Kingdom, strung up like a helpless marionette dangling from the lift. Kingdom's busted wheels and tyres lay to the side of the shop. They were in no condition to be repaired. 4760 didn't notice the pair of beady eyes staring down at her, but when she did, she nearly jumped out of her frames. Kingdom! She stammered.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see anyone so soon, but you've gone and surprised me. To what do I owe the displeasure of your visit, vermin?
Kingdom muttered with an ugly look of disdain on his already twisted face. 4760 was at a loss for words. I just wanted to see how you were doing after the other day, she said meekly. But Kingdom just screwed up his face in disgust.
Excuse me? Are you showing me pity? What kind of game are you playing at? You're well and truly backwards if you ever think I'll accept pity from the likes of your kind.
Scowled the Panya. 4760 was rather hurt. There she was, just wanting to do something nice for him, but Kingdom only barked and spat insults at her. Kingdom, please, I'm just trying to be kind to you. I want to be kind to you. Is that so hard to believe? Kingdom went wide-eyed.
Yes!
He snapped. A few workmen jumped and dropped their tools, while 4760 began to quiver.
All my life, I've seen history repeat over and over. Something new and shiny comes in, and the old gets tossed aside like it never existed, and the world goes back to perfect harmony. Well, guess what? I didn't back down when Hercule and his brothers came here, and I sure as hell won't back down to an inferior engine like you.
By now, the black tank engine was on the verge of tears. Men stopped working out of sheer terror. But 4760 had had enough of this. You're horrid! Absolutely vile! I came here offering you kindness and you can't find it within your smoke box to at least be grateful? You truly are a nasty piece of work, she cried.
Said the pot calling the kettle black! How dare you speak out of line to me, you filthy Midlander! You should be scrapped, you worthless piece of garbage!
Kingdom! Boomed a new voice. Duchess whooshed up alongside the Ginty. Kingdom, I will not stand idly by while you continue to torment our dear newcomer. You have quite the gall to speak to young 4760 like that, especially when you have no one's good graces. You will leave her and the rest of us be. Do I make myself clear, or is the rust keeping you from hearing me properly? Kingdom sneered at Duchess's words. The Ginty he could handle. He'd take her on any time of the day. But Duchess's words held quite a bit more power, and in his current condition, Kingdom had no grounds to properly retaliate.
I am not responsible for what happened. The scrap came to me. She initiated the talk. I will not be held accountable for what happened because of her actions.
He sniffed. Duchess glared, then looked towards 4760 and started reversing out of the shed. Come now, my dear. Let's leave him be. He's not worth it. There will be no rest for the wicked where he is going. 4760 took another look up at the snarled face above her and followed in suit of the tender engine. She could hear a quiet wheezing as she rolled away, but resisted the urge to look back.
You may think you'll win this time, but next time you dare square up against me, Mother Duchess will not be around to save you. You haven't seen the last of me, pest. I'll make sure of it. You're going to rot alone.
Those words rattled in the Ginty's smoke box as the workmen slid the doors to the workshops closed. And we're finally done! Woo woo woo! Thank you, Smudger, this was wonderful.